All right, so after 40 years of doing what I'm supposed to do for people at work and family and friends, here are some things that if I haven't already stopped doing them, I'm going to work on stop doing them. So here we go. Number one is I'm not going to be in a hurry anymore. And this is one that I really have worked on pretty hard and have gotten down just about pat. So I've been doing a real good job of this. So I've really been trying to not schedule my day down to the minute, right? So like if I have a doctor's appointment, and I've had a lot of doctor's appointments, I go ahead and try to block out most of the day for that, or at least whichever half, so that I'm not in a hurry to get there, I'm not in a hurry for what I'm going to do afterwards, and I make sure I've got time to get breakfast, to get lunch, something like that, because normally my wife goes with me. And as far as my golfing and my fishing go, things like that, you know, I just go ahead and those are scheduled normally by the weather forecast. Yeah, that's what I do. I look at the weather forecast and say, you know, a couple days before, and I say, hey, you know, Wednesday'd be a good day to go golfing. So that's kind of the way I've been scheduling that. And my honeydews and things around the house, mostly on that is just based on free time. You know, when I get done, like say when I get done shooting this video today, I may run to the hardware store and get some stuff for a bathroom splash that I've been putting on and get that done. And you know, the other thing, when I get into the hardware store, I'm real liable to let people cut in front of me because I'm not in a hurry anymore. So it really helps out. Try not to be in a hurry. Number 2 on my list is I quit buying stuff. I was really bad about that. You know, if something were on sale or if I needed to go in and get something, I'd pick up one and I'd say, you know, I might need another one down the road a few years, so I'd pick up 2. I quit doing stuff like that. I look for stuff on sale, I look for stuff that I can buy with coupons, but I'm not stocking up on everything. You know, it makes a big difference when you go to buy one of something and you come out with 5 because it was on sale or because there were 3 other things on sale. So I pretty much quit doing that. And you know what? I haven't missed it a bit. And every once in a while, yeah, I got to run back to the store and get something else because I forgot to get something or I didn't look, you know, when I'm doing a project, I didn't look far enough ahead. And it's cost me a little bit of gasoline, but for the most part, I've been pretty happy with that. So try not to always be looking to stock up on something. And the other thing I've done is I've been paying a lot more attention to quality versus quantity. Yeah, because a lot of times I would go in and I would buy something based on the how much quantity I would get, and I really wouldn't be that happy with it. Well, now I'm going ahead and I'm basing more of my purchases on quality and getting what I really want the first time. And my wife kind of taught me that. She started telling me years ago, you know, get what you want. Don't get just what the basic what you need, get what you want. And it's been working out. So quality versus quantity is also something that you should be taking a look at. Okay, and I'd like to pause the video for just a minute. And you know, this little channel, it's starting to grow some momentum. And it would mean the world to me if you'd go down into the comments section down below and hey, just let me know where you're from if nothing else. I would appreciate that. It'd be cool to see where YouTube is sending these videos out to get subscribers and get viewers. So hey, let's go ahead and get back to the video. All right, number 3, and this is a big one, is your weekends. The big weekend rush, right? Every weekend that you had off, you planned it down to the minute because you had this project you were working on and you had to get over to the kids' house to eat dinner and you had to do this and you had to do that because it was all, you know, your 2 free days off. Well, it's kind of flipped now because now that I'm in retirement, you know, I'm not looking at the weekends as, you know, having to plan out all these different things. As a matter of fact, the weekends are when I plan to just kind of stay home and relax because I don't want to be around the crowds and, you know, traffic and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of been a real flip. I do most of my, you know, golfing and stuff like that, I do on the weekdays. You know, there's no fighting for, you know, getting a tee time or no fighting at the boat ramp to get your boat launched. you know, it's really nice. So I've kind of enjoyed this, not having to rush through the weekends. What it's also allowed is we get to spend more time with friends and family on the weekends than we used to because we're not doing the projects. Yeah, and that's been a lot of fun. The other plus is we can travel when we go somewhere. We can plan on traveling during off-peak hours. Yeah, so if we're going somewhere and we're going to be going through Dallas or someplace like that, you know, we can plan on going during the weekday, going during off-peak hours, and it helps out. So travel is another nice thing that we've been able to do because our weekends kind of are flipped around now. And number 4 is you don't always have to say yes. Yeah. Sometimes it's okay to just say no, or to say, well, I could probably help you out, but you're going to need to provide this and you're going to have to do this because, you know, we're not as young as we used to be. I'm kind of letting the younger generation take over all the stuff like the moving and the working up on the roof, pouring concrete, you know, stuff like that I used to do for the kids and I used to do for friends. I'm kind of saying, yeah, I mean, I can help you out, but you're going to have to lift those concrete bags, and I'm not real good at stooping over for hours at a time finishing concrete. So, you know, and they understand, and most of the time it's like, oh, okay, well, I got some other friends I can get to help. And, you know, it makes you feel bad. It makes you feel like you're not as useful as you used to be. But that's okay at times. You know, if it's worth not being stoved up for a week, you know, it's okay to do that. It's okay to say no. Now, my wife and I have been very, very fortunate. We got a lot of kids and a lot of grandkids, and they have just been wonderful. They haven't called on us unless they really need it for us to babysit and watch the grandkids. And normally it's on the weekends, which again, go back to the previous point, you know, the weekends are fine. We love watching the grandkids on the weekends. But we do have some friends that are retired who are ending up, they're spending 3, 4, 5 days a week, you know, watching their grandkids for their own kids and for other people. And you know what? That causes you really not to have much of a retirement. Because if you can't go anywhere during the week, or you can't schedule a vacation, you got to schedule your vacation around the kids' school, you know, that becomes a problem. So sometimes sometimes it's really good to help out when you can, but don't give up your whole retirement. Sometimes you just have to say no. And this one really wasn't much of a problem, but I'm going to go ahead and throw it in there because that was just my personality. But dealing with the drama, right? Everybody at work, there's always some sort of drama. And sometimes it was kind of fun. I'll admit I didn't mind getting in on a little bit of the drama once in a great while if it was kind of fun related. But my personality really didn't lend to that, so I didn't get into a lot of that. Now you get into a lot of drama, you can get into a lot of family drama. And that is hard to stay away from sometimes when it's your personal family. So be careful of that. Try not to get into the drama. And if you can, be Switzerland. Stay neutral in this stuff. You're older now. You know, think about it a little bit more before you jump on one side or the other, and take a look at the drama and try to stay away from that. So, you know what? I hope this video's helped you out. And if it has, go ahead and reach down and hit that like button and watch this video next.